Hello, Shigar here. Welcome to the channel. We are starting off We Happy Few. As I mentioned in the last video, I do not have access to the rest of the content for Life is Strange 2. So until I get that, or the funds to purchase it, I'm going to go ahead and run with a new game, We Happy Few. At which point, my Wednesday videos, I'll probably do revisits of other games such as Bendy and the Ink Machine to try seeing what other lore we can grasp from it. So this one, as the other games, I have not actually played, nor have I really seen any of it, so this will be new. And begin. Act 1, Arthur. Happy people have no past. Act 1, Arthur. Press spacebar to continue. Simple, straightforward.
Oh, heavens no.
Ah, some kind of office paper pushing job.
Oh, God.
Arthur, where are you? Arthur! Where did you go? Arthur!
I should just take my joy, shouldn't I?
Oh, okay, so live in bliss or try and remember.
Percy! Percy!
Arthur, where are you?
What have you been up to? No one's seen you for hours.
Ah, nose to the grindstone, you know.
Then why haven't I heard a single whoosh through the door since 10 o'clock? Did you forget we're having Deirdre's birthday party?
Oh.
We've got a piñata.
Right. Brilliant. Of course.
Have you forgotten your joy?
Of course not. Snug as a bug on a drug.
Well, come on then, finish up.
Just have a few more pages. I know you're very busy.
Then don't take too long to finish.
Aha! The power cell's empty.
Well, what will you do?
I'll get a new one.
No power. Stand up. Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight.
It can't be this hard to finish up a day's work, can it?
Oh, there was nothing in there.
I love what you've done with your office. It's so homey.
There is now a curfew in effect at night. Any civilian on the street...
What are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other. That's what we'll do.
We don't block the whole past here, Arthur. Just the bad, sad parts.
How does she know?
Well, I expect you in the conference room presently. Don't dawdle. You don't want to miss the piñata.
Wasn't Prudence supposed to be coming back today? I made her a welcome back card.
Okay. General Being clarifies registration procedure. The municipal liaison to the occupation authority appeared on the parade street last night to speak to a crowd of citizens urgently requesting clarification on the new child registration rule. As most Wellingtons know by now, all children who will be under the age of 13 by July 22nd must be registered with the authority. General Being clarified that the deadline for registration next Thursday. He refused to speculate on the rationale of the religious regulation. Registration regulation. I can read. I cannot eliminate the regulation any further because Colonel von Stauffenberg has not informed me of its purpose, stated the general. I imagine and hope that it has something to do with maintaining nutrition for growing children in the time of scarcity, but OA have not told me explicitly. He reminded the crowd that the occupation has so far been extraordinary, orderly, and peaceful, and the citizens' continued obedience to legal orders of the OA is crucial for maintaining the goodwill with our visiting. Continue on page 15.
Oh, I think
Accept.
not.
Drug trials, a qualified success. First round of trials for new anti-melanic medication has been qualified success, stated Dr. Alexander Gross, acting head of the Melancholia Studies Laboratory at the Royal Victoria Hospital. The drug reduced melancholic feelings in 28 out of 30 despondent rats over a 20-day period. Despondency can be induced in rats by repeatedly giving them electric shocks. Despondent rats take up twice as long to navigate a maze. After administration of the drug, previously despondent rats regained up to 50% of their navigation speed before administration of the shocks, stated Dr. Gross. The drug's now tested in human volunteers. Citizens who wish to apply as potential volunteer, there is already a waiting list, can do so at the Royal Victoria. Accept. Whoosh. Take power cell. Stand up.
Clive birth whistle.
Business letters. Oh, look, Miss Being has written Clive a letter. Dear Mr. Birtwhistle, it is so thoughtful of you to suggest how best to rearrange the department. I am always grateful for your suggestions from junior staff of how to best do my job as director. However, I am afraid that it would be destabilizing to swap your office with that of Mr. Hastings. Fortunately, turnover in this department is high. If Prue doesn't return soon, I don't see why you couldn't have her office. In the meantime, I suggest you pop another Joy and you'll feel like sunshine on your face, whether you have a window or not. All the best, Victoria Being, Director. Take that, Clive, you little poop.
You're off at the party, aren't you?
Empty. Take Paracel. Read. And here's a letter of what I am almost positive is Clive's terrible handwriting. Dear Dr. Bing, one of your employees is a subverse and may even be a downer. I overheard him in the commissionary telling a friend that he thinks that his job eradicating old articles is silly. And what's so scary about the truth? He is very tall and slim with black hair and brown eyes and glasses. I should have asked his name, but I am a naturally shy woman, and there it leaves off. A shy woman. Are you, Clive? Or are you just a nasty, manipulative scammer?
That little shit. He wants my view. Whatever happened to you, Prudence?
Jammed.
I did take them. No, no, leave me alone. I took my joy. I took my joy. No, no, leave me alone. No.
Oh dear.
Oh, hi, Arthur.
Um,
We seem to be a bit behind in our work now that you mention it.
Do you have positive allergies? Other symptoms you might have are red or purple spots on the skin, especially on your legs. You might get up to your hair if you haven't noticed. Well, you may have scared.
requires lockpick.
And like all signal independent, before, yes, and we'll use it again. As you know, England has traditionally ruled the seas. Rule, Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. And that means that our ships have traditionally been out at sea for long stretches at a time. Sailors used to eat nothing but ship's biscuits and salt pork. I could do with some salt pork right now. But if you eat nothing but, you're going to get sick. You see, your body needs vitamin C. But biscuits and salt pork don't have any vitamin C. So sailors and long English voyagers would get sick. And they didn't have joy to make them feel any better either. Well, a lot of Englishmen put their scientific brains to the challenge, and it was soon discovered that fresh vegetables would cure the problem right away. But how do you get fresh veg on board a boat that's not going to dock for months? Well, Captain James Cook discovered that if he took limes on board, it could cure the sailors. How do you get sailors to drink lime juice? Well, you put it in their rum, don't you? They're not going to give up their rum, are they? Even if it tastes a bit limey. And once they were drinking their daily rum with lime juice, well, they got to liking it. That was called grog. Yes, and that's why we Brits are called limeys, because we learned to put limes in our grog. Citrus fruits are just packed with vitamin C. So, why are you getting scurvy when you're not on a boat? Well, I'm afraid some of you have been a bit naughty. You're eating bread, meat, and you're not having your traditional English two-veg. Some of you aren't even eating your potatoes. Imagine that.
Horrible
Well, bread
people.
does not contain vitamin C. And if you're eating millet bread or moss cakes, while they taste perfectly acceptable, they're not good sources of the C. And I'm sad to say, though I'm developed quite a taste for it, victory meat does not contain any vitamin C at all. Canned and preserved meats are generally very poor sources of vitamin C.
Remember,
We're
kids,
on
always
that
eat your vitamin
ship
C.
discovering Australia, New Zealand, and Hawaii. We just have a bit of grog and, well, be right as English rain. But you probably haven't seen a lime or an orange or a lemon in a few years, and, well, neither have I. Not to worry. Most fresh meats contain vitamin C too. Lucky rats, they make their own vitamin C. So, if you can get some fresh meat at the butcher, you're all set. And if you can't get fresh meat, then most fresh veg contains lots of vitamin C. Now you're going to have to restrain your cooking instincts a bit, because if you boil veg until they're nice and gummy, you'll boil out all the C. So make sure you eat some of your veg fresh. Remember, lots of weeds contain vitamin C. Scurvy grass is named for stopping scurvy in its tracks. Sorrel has 14 milligrams of vitamin C for every 100 grams used. Chicory has 24. Clover and dandelion.
There you are. You nearly missed the piñata. It's the most adorable Spanish custom. Uncle Jack did a whole show about it. You smash it until all the sweets come out. Come on, hit it! Hit it! Hit it!
I'm very disturbed by the whole thing.
Go on, smash it, silly face on!
You are off your joy. Take one of mine. Oh my lord. He's a downer. Call security. We've got a downer.
Well,
Probably a bad time to ask for that raise.
that's not good.
Got a downer here, haven't we? Put that down! I'll fix you!
You smell gas?
Flaming Nora.
Forget him, there's no time.
Happy as a country with no past. Well, ain't this all wonderful?
Christ, how far did those bastards chase me? There were bridges, weren't there? And tunnels. I'm pretty sure I'm not in the parade anymore. I don't even think I'm still in the village.
Find a way up and out. Okay. What do we have all the way over here? Sealed.
Those bobbies seem to have locked me in. I suppose they were worried about the gas. Terribly thoughtful of them.
Open. Pile of coins. Search desk. Empty. Did I see something? Pick that up. That's my inventory. Proper shoes. Weight 1. Okay, so it looks like there's a weight limit. And that would be my dog. Give me just one moment. Okay, and I'm back. We have one of our neighbors, I think, ended up getting a new dog, and it's been expressing its opinion pretty much all day, so we're gonna take all. So you may hear her
I need
intermittently.
some odds and bobs and bits of metal to make a lockpick.
Read. Handwritten letter. Okay, so that's a new one. Well, Arthur, you've gone and done it, haven't you? Not only rather spectacularly quit your job, but you're a downer now. The townsfolk will leash the hounds, or they would if we hadn't eat them 20 years ago. The Westrels do not seem terribly friendly. I hope they are not. They aren't really cannibals. Oh geez, I'm one of them now, aren't I? I've got to get out of Wellington Wells. I've got to get over the bridge and off the island, which means I've got to get back to the Parade District, don't I? Which I was chased out of. Brilliant. Question. What in dog's name were you thinking? Answer. Percy. I saw his picture from just before we put them all on the train. Jeez. All that horrible grinding steel and the screams. How he must hate me. Why did I tell Jerry's I was already 13? They were only off by 10 days. Why didn't I keep my mouth shut and get on the train and go off to Germany with him like I promised him? I can't remember. But I promised him. That's got to mean something. I've got to find Percy wherever he is and make sure he's okay. P.S. How long have we been eating rats? Diary of Prudence Holmes. Was this a mistake? It seemed so clever to disappear first rather than trying to brazen my way across the bridge. After enough joy, they'd forget they'd ever known a Prudence Holmes. Beastly Clive would take my office, and they'd forget anyone else was ever in it. But now I'm here, I wonder. Should I have put my trust in Mr. Kite? And where are his bloody instructions? In the abandoned house, yes. But which abandoned house? They're all abandoned. And how to deal with all the wastrels? My lord, they look like something out of Dante. We chase someone out whenever they wouldn't take their joy, but we never really thought about where they went. I knew we chased them out when joy made them sick, but I didn't know it was here, to starve and weep and remember. I assumed they were sent to Sanatorium, a decent hospital, but I suppose that's what I wanted to believe. We are all complacent. We know without knowing, and don't want to remember, so we don't. My lord, I can't wait to get to the mainland.
Prudence really did run off. And she ran this way. I wonder if I'll see her again.
Take all. Nothing. Take. Nothing. This almost reminds me of a book I used to read in school called The Giver, where basically everybody's forced to remember what everybody else, well, what the higher ups want them to know. Okay. 4th of October, 1964, to Mr. Rupert Underhill, Station 4, from Jim Watt, Chief Engineer. Dear Rupert, you are quite certain Teddy's off his joy. Perhaps he merely forgot. You got to look after your mates, man. Have you tried tying a string around his finger? That always helps me. Anyway, I can't reassign Teddy because I haven't gotten a replacement. All the juniors are off at Scargill. The substance has been severing all sorts of connections, and the moteling must flow. I really appreciate you sticking by your post. If we don't do our duty, who are we? But try the string around the finger. I'm certain you'll manage the situation. All my best, Jimmy. I wonder what these sovereigns are. Okay, so crafting, I'm guessing? Bobby pin. Crafting. Dirty bandage. Outfits. Tools. Jimmy bar. I need 2 bobby pins. Okay.
There we go. 3 years of the salamander and me getting into constant trouble finally pay off. What happened to him? Or rather, who?
Empty syringe. Keys. Open.
Come to the end of our time. We've come. Cheer up! Wet blanket! Keep calm! Look up, you!
That's the first fight I've won since primary school. Actually, I think it's the first fight I've been in since primary school.
And you're holding nothing. Alright, search file cabinet. Take all. Radio, turn on. Nope. Requires lockpick. So I guess the lockpick's one uses. Your stash has unlimited storage. Crafting components stored here can be used everywhere. Okay, good to know. Pneumatic stash. Okay, diary. September 18th. I look into the lights like the doctors ordered. I could swear I see shapes in there moving around like shadows, but made of light. And there's shadows all around, always around the corner. He keeps turning the lights off. Says he wants to save the bulbs. He's trying to make me think I'm going blind, isn't he? How he loves to feel superior. July 19th, or September 19th. Took 2 joy just so I could stand his ugly face. Why won't it work? He has swapped them out for something. Paracetamol? Jelly beans? Oh, jeez. We haven't had any jelly beans since. Have we ever had jelly beans? September 20th. I hate when he talks in that slow, condescending voice, like I'm a child. I'm not a child, am I? I don't even know any children, obviously. Jeez, what is wrong with my joy? September 22nd. There he is, scritching away in the corner. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Mr. Gibbon? And then a whoosh of the pneumatic tube. He's blaming it all on me what happened, isn't he? He says it's his missus. I don't believe he's still got a missus. With his big mossy teeth. I bet she still went on holiday long ago. Was I married once? How did it end? I get an awful feeling in my stomach. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy remembering. Something is all effed up about the joy, and he won't send me home. We've got to stay here. Duty. September 25th. I can hear him crunching in the dark. It isn't rats. It's his big, mossy teeth. I lie awake and picture squeezing his throat till he turns the color of my carrots. He bloody well stole. He's plotting something. September 28th. Let him try to weasel out of this one. I saw him writing those lies. Reassign me, Willie? Off my joy, am I? I'm bloody well tripling up, and he knows it. October 6th. We've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time. Promises.
Are they going to hurt us?
No one's going to hurt you, Percy. I promise.
But have they hurt the city?
I don't think they'll blow anything else up.
Why?
Because we surrendered, I hope.
Well, what are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other.
Ah, so Percy is your brother. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Too bad I don't have any other hatches to go to just yet.
Unlocking fast travel hatches will allow you to quickly and safely travel to other unlocked hatches using the underground train tracks. You can also select any unlocked hatch from the map no matter where you are, so long as you're not busy, and be instantly magically teleported to it. Take all. Okay, medical. It's 4 mints. Crafting ingredient. Jimmy bar. Metal bits. Glass bottle. Empty syringe. Teacup. Dirty bandage. Okay.
The bridge. I've got to get to the bridge. In the parade district, which I just got chased out of. Brilliant. Ah, the train station. If I can get to the train station, I can just follow the old rail tunnel all the way to the bridge. Be nice if there was a map, wouldn't it? I suppose back in those days we could remember where things were.
Rock. Rock. Rocks are good. I don't know what they're good for, but
Berries? They grow all over the Garden District, don't they? I guess I can eat these till I run across a pub.
oh good. I can grab food. Pick up the rock. Locked. Old car. Nice.
I think this might be the one Sally and me tried to blow up. I always wondered what happened to the letters. There was an awful lot of smoke.
Something will bring us victory. Okay, what's over here? Rusty shovel. I don't want to use the dirty bandage because I don't want to risk infections, so... Oh, hold E. Pick up.
I hope this doesn't give me food poisoning.
Okay. I don't want to use too much accidentally because it might be important. There might be a fall mechanic. I don't want to risk that either. Okay. That looks like that was everything over there. Take all. Okay, so I'm guessing that's... I'm guessing sovereigns are the currency. Nothing. Okay.
I am coming for you, Percy. I haven't got it all figured out, but I will find you.
Now entering the Garden District. Map would be nice. Oh, there's a map. Okay. Dig spot. Custom waypoint. Okay. Let's see what's at the dig spot. Duct tape, branch, darts, take all. Cool. Track access hatch and shelter. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's anything of importance right now. Take, search kettle, take. Head boys rank, plowboys wank. If anybody has any idea what that means, feel free to let me know. Alright, get rid of that. I already searched that. In peacetime, they'll come back. To which somebody thinks it's a bunch of liars. Metal bits, always good. That's home base. Can't get me, Humphrey. Oh, it's already there. And I was already there. So I think I explored everything. Tea leaves. Tea party. Nanny's tea party. Do come in your finery, remember your manners. Empty pill bottle. I'm pretty sure this is an Alice in Wonderland reference. Just take the everything. When will they stop crying? That's just really creepy. Kettle, take that, take everything. Metal bits, more metal bits. Examine.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. When was the last time there was a baby in Wellington, Wales? What's on those beds? Oh, God. I'm not the only one remembering the children, am I? Makes sense. They're all off their joy out here. What's on those beds? Oh, God. I'm not the only one remembering the children, am I? Makes sense. They're all off their joy out here.
Everything is quite alright. Nighty night, sleepy tight. Everything's tucked out of sight, my fair lady. Now remember, if you ever want to make anything super creepy, Get a toddler to whisper it.
Locked. Aha, but I remember how to make a lockpick.
I'm sorry to report that the girl Spoon wouldn't eat her porridge, so I sent her to bed without supper. I don't think I have enough to make a lockpick. Crafting? Yeah, I only have one. I'm missing one. Empty.
A rose of Gilead. Percy told me about these. They're good for wounds and things.
Okay. Medical. Healing balm. I need one more. Cool.
If it wasn't for the war, I bet he could have been a great scientist. You don't have to chit-chat to be a scientist.
Take all.
God, I'm famished.
Okay, food. Rotting meat, tea. Food, rotten apple, rotten carrot, rotten onion, rotten mushroom. Okay, now I can go in here and pick the lock. Teacup, teacup, what else?
A toy tea set. Funny, Percy never played with toys. He didn't like anything that wasn't really the thing it was supposed to be.
Charcoal. Mechanical bits. I think I used all my stuff, yeah. Requires night.
Maybe I can make some sort of ointment to put...
Already on it. Okay, inventory, health, and use.
on my wounds, otherwise I'll never feel better.
I already did. That was the wrong one.
A water pump. Nice. There's a few more in the Garden District, aren't there? I ought to fill up a canteen or two, shouldn't I?
When you consume food, your maximum stamina increases for a short time. When you're too hungry, your maximum stamina decreases. When you drink, the cost of sprinting is reduced. When you're thirsty, sprinting costs more. While ignoring this won't kill you, do try to remember to eat and drink so that you can benefit from nutrition and hydration.
I know. Trust me. I know. This ought to be pretty clean, unlike in the village where they spike it with joy.
Bunch of eyes. Alright. I'm just gonna leave those open so that way I know I already explored them. I kind of like how big this world it seems to be. I have to wait for night. Craft healing balm. Okay, and then we're gonna use another. Rock dart, glass bottle. Oh, okay, so first one's health, second one's food. Third one would be like weapons. Nothing. Oh, I can't go up there. Okay. Map. There's an abandoned house, water. I believe I was already at the abandoned house. Can I make another lockpick? No, I still need one more. Charcoal.
A lovely rotten potato. I'm not sure. Oh, God. That smells awful in here.
Ah, good. That's what I'm looking for. I remember what we did. I remember. Oh Lord, I remember. I remember, I remember, I remember, I remember. Read. Monday. I am not a downer. There's no excuse for those people. I take joy happily if only I could. Oh Lord, I wish I could without puking my guts out. How could joy work for years and then cruelly stop? I miss the butterflies and rainbows. Must think of the butterflies and rainbows, not the horrors that push into my head. Tuesday, I miss Himlin Village. I strained my ears for the sound of Simon Says across the water. Growing up, I couldn't wait to get out and see the world. Now all I want is a cup of tea and to stop feeling. Thursday, I think. Slept all day yesterday, or maybe 2 days. The gray blurs into itself. Friday. The flowers in the garden mock me, bursting with color in the place of misery. Why do they cast us out of the village? What's it to them if we can't take joy? It should make them all happier knowing they can. Saturday. Oh Lord, I remember what we did.
My mother always told me that I had a splendid voice. In fact, I sing in opera if they give me my choice. I wrote to Oscar Hammerstein that I would be his star.
Duct tape. Sewing kit, Jimmy bar, metal bits, take all that. Theo, Theo current to the editor. Enough with the bleeding heart editorials. The agitators that were hanged had it coming. If they had destroyed the register of the children, the whole town would have been destroyed. Stick to reporting the football scores and save the editorial. I cannot read, I am sorry. We don't need the police looking for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that took care of those outlaw parents. What are the police going to do? Arrest the whole town? George Thomas Howe, Colonel retired. They were so small. Canteen. Taxi. Thanks to a bit of British ingenuity, the Belpit brothers, who were too ill with measles to take the train last week, will be able to join their playmates after all. General Bing's office dispatched a taxi to drive the youngsters to Bristol, where they arrived just in time to board the German ocean liner taking them to Bremerhaven. It was certainly a challenge to find a working taxi in these times, notes the general, but we must all go above and beyond. Theo Courant wishes the Belpit boys a bon voyage aboard the St. Louis.
Well, that's terribly romantic, isn't it? They had each other until the end. Oh, tempora, oh, mores.
Well, that should roughly be 1 hour, so I think I will go ahead and call it here. Um, Tomorrow, I believe I will go ahead and continue this. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, feel free to do the things at the bottom of the page. And until then, I will talk to you later, and I hope you have a good day. This is Shigar signing out.